which stands for Together Individual Entertainment. Okay, so if you haven't noticed, we are 12 days until Christmas. That is a big deal because basically you don't want to wait until 5 days till Christmas to get your Christmas shopping done. So 12 days is how many days we have left. So it is now time to get into our 11th day of Christmas story. And we're still in the Christmas book of Disney. Therefore, our next story is Princess and the Frog called a Christmas Feast. So let's get into the story, shall we? Princess Tiana and Prince Naveen were celebrating the first Christmas together. Tiana had invited their family and friends to a restaurant for a Christmas Eve feast. She wanted Naveen to share in the traditions she knew and loved. We might need to buy more ornaments, Tiana said. As long as they're fit for a princess, Naveen replied. That week, he helped Tiana decorate her restaurant, make centerpieces, and put up a tree. But there was still more to work be done. Tiana needed to buy ingredients for Christmas Eve dinner, so she and Naveen headed to the market. I cannot wait to taste the feast you're going to make, Naveen said. Well, with my help, of course. Well, we need quite a few things, Tiana said. Let's see. First, we should get the vegetables. Tiana carefully looked through all the produce at the vegetable stall. She wanted to make sure that she had all the freshest ingredients for their Christmas feast. Next was the butcher shop, and then they stopped for some eggs and cheese. Finally, all Tiana needed was some powdered sugar for her famous beignets. I think we'll have enough to make another trip, said Naveen, as he struggled with the tower of parcels. How many people are you cooking for? My mother, Charlotte, Big Daddy, your parents, and our friends from town and the bayou. We'll be serving as many people as may want to join us, Tiana said happily. After all, the more the merrier. Tiana spent the next few days cooking and baking with Naveen by her side. Someone who didn't know how to chop a mushroom, you've become quite an expert, Tiana told Naveen. You've taught me everything I know, Naveen reminded her. When darkness fell on Christmas Eve, all the food for the banquet was finally ready. Well, before our guests arrived, I have a surprise for you, Tiana announced, handing Naveen his coat. Where are we going? He asked. You'll find out soon enough, Tiana answered mysteriously. Just a hint, Naveen pleaded, but Tiana simply smiled slightly. So it's better so you can see, you know? Tiana walked Naveen to the riverside, and together they paddled a canoe into the bayou. As they turned a corner, Naveen surprised came into view. There were a huge bonfire burning along the river. The fires are for Papa Noel, Tiana explained. So he could find his way in the sky, asked Naveen. Tiana laughed. Papa Noel doesn't use his thing. He travels in a pirogue. That's a flat bottom canoe pulled by alligators. I hope he leaves the gators outside when he delivers the presents, Naveen exclaimed. Fog rolled in, and Tiana and Naveen paddled toward home. The folks along the river pointed excitedly at the couple's canoe. Through the mist, all they could see was the couple's red blanket. Look, the river folks shouted. It's him, they thought. Tiana and Naveen canoe belonged to Papa Noel. All around them, people jumped into their boats and paddled behind the canoe, hoping to catch a glimpse of the mysterious visitor. When the bayou folk paddled out of the fog, they found Tiana and Naveen standing on the dock. Have you seen Papa Noel? Someone asked. We haven't, but since you're in town, would you join us for some dinner? There are plenty to share, Tiana said. Thank you, said one of the travelers. I guess we don't mind if we do. Soon, Tiana and Naveen brought out the food. Dinner served, Tiana announced. Everyone cheered. When they saw the table full of food, there were pots of Tiana's delicious gumbo. Turkey with chestnuts, roasted ham, grits, yams, vegetables, and souffles. The guests heaped their plates high and dug in. Tiana smiled. There was nothing she liked better than friends enjoying her cooking. Some of the guests ate seconds, thirds, and even fourth helpings. After everyone had eaten, Naveen and Lewis played jazzy versions of their favorite Christmas carols. Tiana invited her guests to dance to the music. As the band finished off another toe-tapping tune, Tiana realized she had forgotten to serve dessert. Quickly, she ran to the kitchen and filled a cart with custard, cakes, and beignets. The cart was so full that Tiana couldn't barely open the kitchen door. "Let me help you with that, my dear," said a white-bearded gentleman. He helped Tiana push the cart into the dining room as Tiana ducked back into the kitchen. She realized the man looked just like Papa Noel. Tiana hurried back to the dining room, but the man had already vanished. Just then, Naveen walked up. "What a wonderful dinner," he exclaimed. "The food, the music, the people, it's all so wonderful. It's a Christmas time in New Orleans." Then Tiana spotted the man in the red suit. "Do you think that was Papa Noel?" Before Tiana could investigate, Naveen led her onto the dance floor. "Stranger things have happened," he said. Tiana grinned. She was delighted that Naveen's first New Orleans Christmas was going so well for her. That was magic enough. So I hope you enjoyed 11th Day of Christmas Read-Along Disney version. Now it's time for our singing. Okay, let's see what this ornament's gonna look like. Oh, yes! It's Tiana! Tiana from New Orleans, that is. I know what you're thinking. I know I have that accent of New Orleans style, but I'm actually a Pittsburgh girl. Yeah, so I'm from Pittsburgh, but I guess you can say I have a talent for doing accents, if you know what I mean. Which is pretty unique. Everyone has a unique talent, just like Santa that's good at making toys with his elves and has some Christmas magic along with the Christmas spirit of Mrs. Claus. Everyone has a unique talent to spread some Christmas cheer, Christmas spirit, or whatever. But it's the Christmas magic that happens all the time that gives us that Christmas talent to share. So I hope you enjoyed 11th Day of Read-Along for our 12 Days of Christmas Countdown Read-Along. And I cannot wait to get into our 10th Day of Christmas Read-Along for tomorrow. This is Ty saying Happy Holidays. Bye!
And so, Merry Christmas, Joyeux Noël, Merry Kalikimaka, Feliz Navidad, et Bon Natal. From our house of fun and laughter to yours, happy holidays